Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to make this awesome paper airplane called Star Striker. I will not show this paper airplane. As you see, has two spikes that really had something cool to it. And if you close these flaps down, ta-da! You'll get a spirit dragon. So that's why it's part of the spirit dragon family. Although this is designed by TriKdanG. If you want to see his channel, check it out. If you already saw it, then that's great. All you need to make this is just a regular sheet of paper. So first step, fold it in half the short way, have the horizontal like this, and then fold it in half. Are you seeing it clearly? I hope you are. Next step. Wait. Yeah, remember you have to line them up. Mine is not lined up enough. Okay, now open it, and you see, we have these two flaps. We're gonna fold it in half the long way as well. We're gonna, to get rid of this crease, we folded this crease just for an exercise. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that crease like this. Here, you see this part? You see this crease? Valley fold it. You see this crease that we just made? Valley fold it, so we can get rid of that crease. If you didn't get rid of it, then okay. As you see, I got rid of the crease. You can barely see it now. Okay, so now flip it over. You see this middle crease here? We're gonna use this as a reference point to fold this point to this edge. You see? Again, this point to this edge. Okay. So now we folded it that way. Make sure this part is pointed up. Make sure that part is pointed up. I'm having trouble here. Okay, so now we are going to unfold it, and you see this crease that goes from here to here. Now we're going to use that crease as a reference point to fold the same thing. So you see this crease? You see this crease here? Line it up right here. Okay. Line it up. If it's not a point at the top, then you have to adjust it again. I have to adjust it. And if you leave it that way, the plane won't fly that well. The Star Striker, you may think that it will fly far, but this plane is just a medium range distance paper airplane, which means that it can fly over 100 feet easily. That's pretty far, but not as good as long range distance paper airplanes. Okay. So now that we have these creases, flip it over, and if they all come to a point, you folded it correctly. You see this point here? This is not TriKdanG's way, but this is my way. But it will still work, believe me. You see this part? This part over here. Poke it. And hold that center piece that you poked, and then fold it down. You see these creases should match. You see this crease? Point it from the top. You see the top crease here? Line it up with the bottom crease. Okay. Now, if you don't do it like this, that's not what we're trying to do here. Open it. Flip it over. This is not TriKdanG's way, but this is my way. It will still work, believe me. Okay, so we have to poke the middle, and then poking the middle will help these two pop out. Use your both hands to bring them in. This is also called the water bomb base. This is also called the water bomb base. And plus, this is pretty hard. If you missed it, I'll do it again. So you see this part? Fold it again. And then squash it down. We do a squash fold in the middle at the end of a water bomb base. Next step. Okay, you see this point here? Let me see, it's clear. You see this point here? You have to fold it up to the edge here. You see this edge? The top here. And line it up with the crease in the middle. See the middle crease? Let me just fold it again for you all to see. See the middle crease there? That's great. If yes, that's great. And let's fold this point to the top. And fold this point to the top as well. And now, next step, you see this point? Fold it here. I added some modifications, so if you wanted to fold in TriKdanG's way, you can do that by just clicking the card in the right top corner, the top right corner. Sorry about that. So now you should have it. Wait, line it up with this edge. Okay. Now that we got this here, we have to, you see this, we have layers. You flip this layer to the other layer, and as you see this part, it's gonna be like this, as you see, right? And now you're gonna fold it. Don't fold it with this thing here. You see it? See this thing here? Don't fold it with that. This point that's sticking out right here, see that part? Don't fold it with it, just leave it. And then fold it down. See, fold it down like that to the center crease. And this point, you'll use that point to fold it, you see, to squash it down. And now it should look pretty much like this. Okay, if you didn't see it clearly, I'm going to show you again, and it's much clearer. You see, we're going to fold it down, but not pulling this part. This part should pop up, and you see this part? You should point it down. Now flip it over. It should look pretty much like this. Or to make it longer, we are going to fold it in a longer distance. We're going to fold it longer and longer and longer until it reaches that point. We folded it longer now. It should be pretty much sticking out the end. You see, it should look like this now. Now, to make it look symmetrical, we're gonna swap this side to the other side. And again, we'll be doing the same steps, but with matching it. I'm gonna show you again if you didn't see it. The last step. Even though I showed you twice, you might have not seen it. You can just rewind or so, but to make you not rewind, I'm just going to show you the step again by doing the other side. Okay. So if you see the paper clearly, that's great. And now pass this, you see this part? Fold it down. And now you have to, you see this part over here that we folded before? You see this part? You have to fold it back. You have to fold it and fold it until they are both symmetrical. You have to fold it and fold it until they are symmetrical. If they are symmetrical, that is very great. That's really great. So you see, they're symmetrical. That's really great. I hope you saw that step. Okay, now we unfold it like that. These two should be sticking out a little bit. And now, next step, we are gonna do something a little different, pretty similar with the F-15 or the Spirit Dragon, or the T-60. You see this part? Fold it to the center crease. This pretty much is looking like the hollow right now, but not for long, like I know. These two parts are not matching up. It's like they're not friends at all. It's like segregation. Okay, I'll just, you have to adjust it. Adjusting is really important. It helps your plane fly better and look much cooler. So, now that fold this part to this center crease. And to make it look symmetrical, this is not TriKdanG's way, I'll say that again. But I'll flip it over and fold this to this, and then fold this, first fold this to the center crease. That should make that center crease that we did in the first place disappear. Next step. You see, we flip it over, you have it like this, in pretty nice shape. And now, we are gonna, let me just unfold these flaps. Now we should have it like this. Next step, you see you have to fold it, not the whole thing in half. Fold only these two layers, you see? Fold these two layers in half. That helps them look symmetrical. That's my way of saying so. So it should look symmetrical. If not, you have to adjust it like I always tell you. Mine does not look symmetrical, as you see here. You see this layer popping out. Popping out. I'm gonna put it back. Oh, looks like I made the wings already. So let me see. I'm gonna unfold it. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna have it like that. So, you see, for this part, you have to fold it up a little bit. And now you have to pretty much, that's crazy. Okay, so now that you got it, if you're having this trouble, I am so. Okay, so never mind. You already have it symmetrical, no matters at all. Next step, we have, we have, you know, this part. We're gonna flip this over, and you see this point? We're gonna use this point as a reference to fold this out. You see this edge here? You see this point here? Book match it. You see this part to this point here, as you see. Fold it down, flip it over. It should look like this. To make it look symmetrical, like I always tell you, you have to. What am I always have this problem each day. So So now we're gonna flip it over like that. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see, you know what? I'm just gonna... this is totally something weird. Okay, you might be dealing with this problem. I am, so don't be mad. Okay, now first we have to do something different. Okay. I'm having this problem. Okay, so you have it like this, right? Fold it in half, fold it there. I know what's going on. Don't worry. I'm here. Okay, so now I can finally fold it and make it look symmetrical. This is really good, otherwise everything will go wrong. Now we have it. I was just teaching you to deal with that problem if you have it. Now, next step. It's pretty easy. You see, we have to fold the stabilizers to make the plane fly better. So you see this part, fold it up, like the max. Not if you fold it up. Don't fold it up like this. You see, if this part comes up, it's not gonna fly well. So you have to pretty much fold it up when it's almost the max. And you have it. To make the stabilizers look exactly the same and that helps fly better, we are gonna fold it in half this way. You see these two things are matching, and okay. And you see this part? You see this line here? I hope you can. That line here. You're gonna fold it up to that line. If you can. Wait, let's see what we look match it. You see, fold it up as much as it can go. As you see, mine is going not well. It's the limit. That's okay. So we're gonna match it here. Since I'm just teaching you a tutorial, don't do the same thing that I'm doing. Okay? Don't do it. If you are, then the plane won't fly well for you. Next step, we are gonna fold the wings. You see, fold it in half. It's just like regular paper airplanes, but this is optional. So as you see, we are gonna... Okay, so you see, fold this point to this bottom edge here. It should look like this. And now we're gonna use that as a reference point to fold. You're going to fold this point down. Easy peasy match squeezy. And now we open it. It should look like this. Fold the stabilizers up. And now you see that we're almost done. Okay. Next step, you see this part? Well, this is optional. If you want to fold it backward without using this crease, without doing a crease, this crease that I'm going to show you now, that's alright, but it won't fly well. It won't fold well. So the crease that I'm going to teach you now to make, so you see this pointy part here? Fold it down there. Unfold it, and you see, and you might notice that we have 3 layers, but we're just gonna use the 2 layers. You see these two creases here? We're gonna use those 2 creases as a reference point to fold it downwards. Like that. And now we have it like this. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but just to speed it up and not make the video so long, I'm just gonna fold it in half, but you're just gonna fold it this way. Okay, so you can make the wings either more large larger by just pulling it out, or just leave it like this. If you leave it like this, it won't fly that much well, but if you fold it out a little bit, it will fly well. So now we have this done. We're done with this paper airplane. Refold those wings so, you know, it can fly better. And we have just 2 more steps to be done. We have to fold this elevator up. You see, just make a pinch mark that's going up, pinch mark that's going up, and you see curve these wings up a little bit. And those 2 steps will help it fly much more better. It may make the plane look ugly, so if you want to unfold it. But this will help the plane fly much more better. Alright, so this is the Star Striker. I hope you had fun making it. Comment, share, subscribe, like this video. And I'll see you next time.